Tolfin? What are you doing here? Ah, fantastic. Just the duo I was waiting for. How did you know we would come here? Have you been following us since we parted at Blue Amber Lake? I was only joking. I came back to visit my parents and just so happened to be running errands here in Pyramida when I spotted the two of you. Paimon sees... Huh. So you have family here? What's strange about that? Just like a raven is born to raven parents, people don't magically appear out of thin air. And you'd be surprised, it does happen on occasion. That's not what Paimon meant. But come to think of it, we're not really that close, and Paimon could see how it was kind of a personal question. Can I ask a question that isn't so personal? Good idea. Tolfin knows everyone and everything. He just might have the info we need. Recount your experiences searching for and finding the proofs of cognoscente after leaving Blue Amber Lake. So, Tolfin, do you have any idea where the last proof of cognoscente might be? I do have a few thoughts. However, seeing as it's Twitga, he'll probably be fine. From everything I've heard about your adventures, I believe he should be able to overcome the trial. Then why didn't you tell us about it back at Blue Amber Lake? Well, the fact we can meet here again is a sign that our fates are somehow intertwined. Rather than dwell on the past, we should look toward the future instead. No, I'm going to dwell on it. Wow, that change of subject couldn't have felt any more forced if you tried. Ahem. The last proof of cognoscente is actually with my grandmother. I'm on my way to visit her now. Why don't you tag along? Seriously? What are the chances? Tolfin's grandmother. What do you think she's like, Twitga? Do you think she's the kind of sweet old lady who loves to tell stories? Probably. The stories bit, anyway. She does tell stories, but... never mind, you'll see when we get there. To the place indicated. Just sounds so vague, like go to the place. And yeah, it's heading right near that statue that caused me to realize there were some quests that I hadn't done. Hello, hello. I thought you had red hair then. Well, look who's remembered to visit. Did you take care of that matter for me, you little brat? Of course I did. Would I dare to show my face here if I hadn't? This is my grandmother. I'm sure she'd rather be known as Jetta, the Black Barrel Hag, than a failed merchant's grandmother. He doesn't look anything like Tolfin at all. He's far too serious. I hear that a lot. But at the end of the day, we're family and we're a lot more alike than people think. That's a weird plant over there. This is Twitga, and this is Paimon. And they've already found the other proofs of cognoscente. Oh, you've already found the other four? Well, that takes some real talent, but I'm afraid you're going to have to let me see that talent for myself. Seeing as the brat brought you in, I won't make things too hard for you. How about we just trade a few moves? Hold on a second, that's... something about this doesn't feel right. And what exactly is the problem? If you want to get your hands on the great treasure, you'll naturally need to get past me first. She's a stubborn old bag of bones, but once she sees what you can do, everything will be on the table. Come on, Twitga. It's in your hands now. Oh, very well.
These old bones have still got it.
Calm down.
Calm down, dear. It's just a commercial.
Just relax.
Where'd she go? Not bad. Not bad at all. You do have promise. Promise! Yeah, this is the proof of cognoscente you've been seeking. But if you want to claim the great treasure, there's still one final path you have to tread. Yeah, got them all. Not that it'll hold him back, not considering how sharp the little lad is. He's a far more fitting heir to the treasure hoarders than you are, you useless lump. Heir to the treasure hoarders? Me? Well, so Granny's a treasure hoarder. Dolphin too. I guess you could say that. Paimon never would have guessed. Don't look like a treasure hoarder. Don't tell Paimon you knew about this all along, Twitter. I swear I had no idea. Don't tell me you didn't explain it to them. Were you really planning to deliver the great treasure to a couple of know-nothings who couldn't tell a treasure hoarder if they introduced themselves and brought them to their grandmother? They've shown they have what it takes to gather the proofs of cognoscente, and they handled your challenge just fine. In fact, weren't you praising them just now? Oh, you little... Alright, don't give yourself a heart attack. I'll explain everything to them right now. I'll see to it that TwitGamer is willing to be the treasure hoarder's heir. Exactly as you wanted. And you really think you can make all of that clear to them lickety-split? What are you so worried about? You won't shut up about how just like that good-for-nothing Brahe, or Bray, whatever his name was. At least I inherited his gift for smooth talking, didn't I? Don't know about that. Torfin needs you to a quiet corner to talk. So, what's really going on here? All we heard is that when we collect all 5 proofs of cognoscente, we can find the great treasure hidden. East of the moon, west of the sun. Are you seriously telling Paimon that we'd have to take over as leaders of the treasure hoarders just to get Reed Miller's treasure? Honestly, all this air talk is weirding Paimon out. It's hard to imagine anyone else leading the treasure hoarders. Exactly. There are people who call themselves treasure hoarders in every corner of Teyvat these days, and that's where the problem lies. But we might be able to face reality. My stubborn old grandmother still dreams of a day when the treasure hoarders can restore their glory from the days of Reed Miller. She fantasizes that someone will come along and rally the masses, let the dead bury the dead, and rise to build an Elysium for the hungry and the poor on the wealth of the high and haughty. Well, most of us have heard how Reed Miller stole from the rich to help the poor. Very few know that the treasure hoarders once defended Elysium from the dark abyss. It was the treasure hoarders' golden age. It was the worst of times, and yet somehow the best of times. It's like a tale of two cities, really, doesn't it? I don't know, maybe things are still the same today. That era has passed, and she'll have to accept that someday. You're not wrong, but what are we supposed to do about it? Before we go any further, Twitter, are you willing to serve as heir to the treasure hoarders and see that Reed Miller's dream is one day fulfilled? I just want to inherit the treasure he left behind. Just as I thought. Then how about we do it this way? Let's put on a little show. Again? That's what you said back at Blue Amber. Like, sure, you helped us get the proof of cognoscente back there, but who knows when you'll use the same sneaky tricks on us. Why would I do anything to thwart you when we're already such good friends? Now, instead of being suspicious, how about we focus on what we're gonna say? You have a brief discussion with Tolfin about how to convince Uljetta. According to Tolfin, simply mentioning the name Avrelian should be enough to gain her trust. And if she even ever brings up the name Brahe, all you have to say is that you don't agree with his methods. As for who these two people actually are, Tolfin says it's a long story and promises to explain everything in detail when he gets the chance. So, what do you say, little lad? Are you in? I will fulfill Avrelian's dream. Good, that's the spirit. If it weren't for the little brat acting like that good-for-nothing Brahe, the proof of cognoscente wouldn't have been scattered and lost for so long. We're nothing like Tolfin or that Brahe McCall-it fellow. You can rest assured. Even I have to admit that Twitka is the most suitable candidate to inherit the great treasure. Then it's settled. All that's left is for you to retrieve the great treasure at at the treasure's site, you'll likely run into a few tricks left behind by the good-for-nothing. I'm sure you'll be able to handle anything he came up with. Paimon's still got no idea what east of the moon, west of the sun could be. Oh, that, well, it's beyond the horizon. Is it? No. Yet so close you can't touch it. Also, I won't be joining you for the next trial. So here's wishing you all the best. Still, I'll be in Pyramida for a little while longer. So please let me know if everything goes well. I'm counting on you both. Oh, you know. Oh, you know. So part of me is like, let's do this while I'm here. Like, you know. Might even get me over there quicker. Doubt it, actually, but... Hello? Didn't realise you were coming with me. I bet I was meant to do this to get over here anyway. Like, you know how they suddenly have, like, breadcrumbs that are, trials and stuff, and this was probably the way of doing it. Let's go there. Aha. I daren't launch myself at the ground. But I could do that. Da-da-da-da. There we go.
A very nice treasure
For
for
a very lovely
person.
Yes, yes, yes. Up, 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 up. Lovely. Discovered a little jetter. Oh, Twitka, let's head down, check it out. There might be treasure waiting for us down there. There might be. There might be a hell waiting for us. You know, just a cavern. Find a way to open the door and leave. Okay. Little guys all waiting up there. What do you got to say? Gold is noble and silver bright, but which metal would truly please the iron-faced gatekeeper's sight? As the saying goes, like calls to like, so perhaps the answer already is cut and dry. I got the idea, like, brute force was an option as well. It's like iron. Just put some iron there. Oh, look, 3 keys. Okay, so this one looks like it's the metal key. I mean, the other ones are metal as well. Wait, can I get them all? Okay. It's gonna be the metal key then, surely. It's an iron key now. And there we go. Like for like. See, it almost looks like an iron coin. Got a strange iron coin, okay. Alright, lads. Oh. Right, it took up an explosive barrel. It's getting super dangerous. And exploded. Just in case there was a chest in there I needed to check. Been secret in there, lads? Nope. Exploded it. Seemed like anything special going on. Thought that was a chest then, but no. Okay. There's that big rock there, so pillar of some sort. Use iron key to activate one. I don't have an iron key. I got an iron coin. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it did say brute force was an option as well. Bonk. What was that? Was that like a metal detector kind of thing and it pulled up the key? Yeah. I like it, I like it. Ah! Do we not get another coin for that? Where are you going? What happens if I throw that there? Not sure. Aged rye. Aged panko, mystery meat. They're gonna do anything? They're destroying them near. Right? Actually brought the key! Oh, there we go. Just trying to figure out which one it was. Another iron key! Don't slip and fall. I've run out of iron keys. Please collect more. The waypoint! I mean, that should have been a tell that I didn't get everything because I didn't have the waypoint. So shiny. This is the treasure. The treasure. The treasure, everyone. Lovely. Okay. There's one singular chest up there. Another Feathelwees. Yeah, that's what it says. Weasel thief. Oh, I can't even activate that. Ah. Hello? That's a lot of words. And 2 more coins. Come back here. Ow! Okay. That's one. Why didn't I need another 2 more?
Don't slip and fall.
Yeah. Well, I need 1 more now. They're just telling me where it is. It's like, oh. Expecting more of a puzzle element to figuring out where they were. And that's better, I suppose.
Time to shine.
Yeah, the screen has been covered.
Adorn my nights! Bring it!
I can see what's going. Pick up that, whatever. And that's number 5. Hello. There's gold men afloat like that. I mean, I suppose. I mean, gold isn't really a heavy metal, is it? So. Okay. Ooh, chests. What's happening? There's a shipper under all that. Oh. Chest.
Oh, if there's any mechanical parts, could I have them, please?
Fantastic. Okay, Brahe's notes. Look, it mentions Brahe over here. Looks like he was the one who made these records. Iron coins were really the currency here back in the day. It means a mountain of these things could truly be called a great treasure. When we come in a few hundred years ago, we'd be rich. Iron coins aren't worth much more these days. As they say, value lies in scarcity. Exactly. So if we can find this prototype iron coin he wrote about, collectors are sure to go crazy for it. I'm bets we could get a pretty penny for that one. Too bad we don't know where it's buried. Are we really supposed to dig up this whole place by ourselves? We'll get a dressing down from the Black Battle Hag if we don't. Oh yeah, you're right. Mustn't get on the wrong side of her. Might be able to handle her attacks, but Paimon will have to fly far away. Speaking of the Black Battle Hag, now that Paimon has seen Brahe's notes and all these iron coins, she finally understands why that old lady wants to bring back the good old days. To her, those days must have really been the real Elysium. Paimon thinks we're living in a pretty wonderful time too. you and Paimon, and all the friends we met on our journey. This is our golden age. Probably how Tolfin feels as well. Chose not to share the full history of the treasure hoarders with us because he didn't want us to bear the weight of expectation. Looks like this adventure ends here. Getting all 5 proofs of cognoscenti wasn't easy. Paimon knows it was far from a fruitless journey, but she can't help feeling a little disappointed. By the way, why do you think this ship is here? Maybe it's a ship of dreams that ran aground before it ever set sail. That must mean this is the treasure hoarder's secret dock. Hundreds of years have passed now. The local geography's changed. Paimon figures it's probably never going to get the chance. It's such a shame. Even though the ship is hundreds of years old, it still looks almost new. Traveling would be so much easier if we had a boat as big as this. Don't you think? I didn't even read it. I just pressed it. I'll be the captain, and Paimon, you can be the chief mate. Aye, aye, Captain Twitter. Tying the jib to the mizzenmast and raising the port side anchor to the load line, Captain. How convincing is Paimon's chief matiness? Come on, take the helm and let's set sail. Try taking the helm. Oh, alright then. Is that gonna work? It's gonna like lift up and it's actually an airship. Bounty Island just up ahead. Nothing about it looks particularly special from here. Layla, I'm still not happy about this. I mean, the treasure here has been marked by the governor. If we take it... Don't worry. Still have a few more days before the drill's over. And by the time the governor notices, we'll already be in Snezhnaya. Hold on, I was reading that. And no one will think to come after us. That's not what's bothering me. What if we end up on the hook for telling us where the treasure is? Who? Oh, you mean the Brahe kid? Why do you care? He's had his fair share of the honey brewed for the few. And I haven't? What are you talking about? You and that kid are nothing alike. If you were on the same side, then you wouldn't... Ah, don't worry about him. He'll be fine. He might be adopted, but he's still the governor's son. Besides, he's young. I hope you're right, was it? So this is the Bounty Island, looks like it. I guess it really lives up to its name. What are we going to do with the loot? Same as usual? Though if we're taking it back to Snezhnaya, why not give it to the kids on the streets I ran into a few days ago while out on patrol? That kid on the conch shells struck me as a smart one. They'll know what to do with the treasure, and who best to share it with. Suits me, let's do it your way. But compared to the treasure on display in the governor's palace, these little trinkets are hardly ever even worth bothering about. Even if the backwater like this, those elegant fools still indulge in their outrageous extravagance, their shiny facade can't hide the fact that they're rotten to the core. Have you seen it yet? The place is no different from Snezhnaya. Are we really supposed to fight to protect people like this? And protect them from those who have no quarrel with? The unseen, the downtrodden, the despised? I understand your anger, but there's not much we can do. There's not much we can do right now. Sooner or later, we have to upturn the status quo, to weed out the corruption root and stem. I must rise to the top by any means necessary. Count myself lucky to have ended up fighting by your side, Sylve. But I often find myself looking back to where I came from. It's a place my brothers and sisters remain, where they continue to endure hardships they should never have had to bear. Tell me, those innocent souls, were they born to suffer like this? If it's the law that is causing their suffering, then I shall rewrite the law, and if it's the corrupt nobles, then I shall purge them from their ranks. One day, I'll raise an Elysium that belongs to us on this land, a land that has always belonged to us. I believe in you, Relnia. Something like that. I know you can accomplish your dreams. Let's not talk about that now. Even thieves have their code, so I'll leave this behind. That way the governor will know who took his treasure. Just a pity I won't get to see his reaction myself. That would be a sight to behold. What just happened? Found a treasure hoarder ship under a pile of iron coins. Then you took the helm. After that it felt like a dream, and then somehow we ended up here? Those two, they mentioned someone called Brahe. If it's a crazy coincidence, or they must be from a long, long time ago. At the very least, we know they have a connection to this place. Yeah, and from what they were saying, there's once some treasure buried here. Even though they made off with it, it seems they left something else in its place. Been so long. Notice if someone's already dug it up by now. Let's see if we can find it first. Can't hurt to look. If my memory remembers correctly, it should be somewhere around here. I can't believe it's still here. Why didn't they come to collect it? Probably didn't know it was there. Huh. This is what they left here? Isn't this? Pam doesn't understand. Let's ask Tolfin about it. Oh, Pam almost forgot. We should tell him what happened with the great treasure too. Go there, they're gone. They were ghosts. Treasure! We actually got treasure from it. That's good.
If there's any mechanical parts, could I have them, please?
I suppose. The grave right there, stone tablet. Seeing what I got from the loot there on the left. Righto. Okay. Why is it like foggy sort of thing here now? Don't know. That seems different because I'm sure I solved something like that at some point around there. Oh, if it isn't Twitter and Paimon. You two found the great treasure already? You mean the pile of old iron coins? We left those iron coins exactly where we found them. Well, actually, they're on top now. Tell Tolfin what happened at the treasure site and the strange things that happened after you boarded the ship. For some reason, they left behind some sort of raven insignia? Seems the Earth remembers far more than we could ever imagine. As a storyteller, I can't help but feel humbled by that. After all, human life is fleeting. And oral history is prone to errors. Some stories may even be lost forever. Yet the Earth's memory no doubt remains true. I think it could only have been Avrelian, who left that raven insignia. You may be more familiar with another of his names, Reed Miller. Huh? You mean that was the legendary thief, Reed Miller? Paimon would never have guessed by looking at him. From what you described, the things you saw must certainly happened before the treasure hoarders were even formed. It's said that back then, he liked to play the role of heroic thief with his military academy buddies, stealing from the rich and helping the poor. In fact, that raven insignia was derived from the family crest of his noble-born academy classmate. That's all in the past. I shan't bore you with the details. Anyway, seeing as our fates appear to be intertwined, how about you two take this raven insignia as a keepsake? There's no need to worry. Like I said, the golden age of the treasure hoarders is over. However, there's still one slight problem. My stubborn grandmother seems to have taken a liking to you. If she ever asks you for a friendly sparring match, please don't turn her down. And don't pull your punches either. Oh, she's so much stronger than a regular old lady. Wouldn't dream of doing anything by pummeling her with everything we got. Well then, great treasure buried east of the moon, west of the sun, has been claimed by a pair of remarkable adventurers. And this performance, too, has come to its close. Allow me to play you a tune, to express my wish that every step of your journey be filled with mystery, and every path may bring jubilation. Is that it? I was expecting a bit more from that in the end. And maybe there'll be something more later on, because as far as I know, that's it. That's the end of that one. Like, oh, okay. Like in terms of the chain, at least. In terms of the chain. So, ooh, lovely bit of music. I'm assuming that's not the music we got from that. That's just normally what's here. But yes, we'll use this as a place to end this part, and we'll see you in the next part, which I think will be over like in Fontaine at that point. So we've got some more like Archonic type stuff coming up, which is to do with like Columbina and a certain robot sort of thing going on, if you can call her a robot. If you know, you know. We'll see you in the next part with stuff. Yes. Ta-da for now.